Hello,
Now you have me
hello.
distracted.
Yes, you do. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're about ready to get back onto MSQ as soon as Rylea finishes tweaking with her current adventurer plate, which might be for the next, hour.
No. There's no way it will take an hour.
Are you sure?
3 hours minimum.
Yeah, I went and modified mine a little last night. I'm actually pretty happy with it. Let's see if I can pull it up here real quick. Yeah, there it is!
That is going to need work.
I modified his portrait, and I think that's a much better portrait. It's very Thayrin. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Right.
I mean, if you're going for Postmaster, you might as well use...
That will have to do for the moment.
Yeah. Let's see what you got. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. It definitely goes with your title.
Yes.
We should take one with you with the Postmaster hat on. Well,
no, I just need Boko in the background.
Well, shall we go speak to Estinian? I think he might have... I think he might have the boat ready. Off to that, there we go! Woohoo!
Now, who was it who started that one?
That was Joe Cat.
Okay.
That was so Joe Cat.
I'm sure he'll be proud his meme is spread.
Wrong way. I went too far. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mr. Lockbox. We've got MSQ to do. We'll deal with you later.
Yeah, well, it's always later and never now.
Yeah, I have a feeling we probably won't see Tay tonight, which is just fine. He's probably...
I believe he said... Fingers over.
Because I didn't see any notice from him.
No. He's probably busy with packing.
Yeah, packing and getting ready, because I believe he flies in, what, tomorrow? Yeah. Hop on!
As I try not to look at your adventure plate instead of hopping on.
You know, you can macro
really
mounting.
Placement.
Finally.
Wow.
So... Yeah, I think they've got a boat. That looks seaworthy to me.
Rifle small, but hopefully we aren't going that far.
Yeah. Hey, Graha.
Ah, the thrill of imminent adventure. I never tire of this feeling. That's the cloistered 100 years too long in a tower speaking.
Yeah. Just imagine the possibilities. Yes, I'm sure.
Yes, imagine getting to see Runar again. In my travels, I spied many a child wandering alone, orphans in all likelihood. Though homes raised by beasts and blasphemies can be rebuilt, the void left by those we have lost cannot be so easily filled.
This is true. Hey, Mattia. Looks like you came through.
I will pray to Sandaruva for your safe return. May the wealth of her blessings guide you to the treasure you seek. Best treasure of all, knowledge. I send you to recruit Graha, and you return with an entire survey party.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I hope Matsuya's boat is sturdy enough to carry us all.
What he means is, we're grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels.
We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs and shallows there. We will keep an eye out.
Actually, I was kind of hoping Matsuya would, like, steer the boat.
Yeah, I know. Mentioning the possibilities of running aground or something, they are just promising nautical misadventure.
Matsuya?
Nope, same.
Ah.
Stinian? Despite his misgivings, I wager Ermerod remains in that merchant's employ.
Probably. He doesn't have much of a choice. Okay.
It looks like the others are the same. Yep. Y'shtola? Alzadal's legacy. Y'shtola is intrigued by the legend of Alzadal III.
Dun dun dun. Alcidal III. I confess I'm somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore?
And what of the treasure he supposedly brought back? This undersea vault may hold relics from another reflection. My friends, we should temper our expectations. The map doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, aye. So let us dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault. Estinian, straight into the point.
Yep, that's Estinian.
He makes a great lancer.
Yes, he does.
I like their current quest theme.
Woohoo! Well, do we want to do this as a trust? I got a funny feeling it might be interesting.
We could, or we could see if Suki is free.
Yeah, but then we'd have to get a fourth.
Yes, we would.
If Tay was on, we'd grab Suki and go for it.
Oh, okay.
So first, let's talk
Trust
with
we
folks.
trust.
First, Estidian, small talk.
None who enter these ruins come out alive. Well, we shall see about that.
That's because they haven't gotten to the Sons of the Seventh Dawn. Husbando?
The treasure vault of a satrap will surely be filled with diverse traps and devilish deterrents. Caution is paramount.
I am aware that this story is an otherworldly journey may be. I'm aware that this story about an otherworldly journey may be just that, a story. But even the wildest tale often contains a few grains of truth, and that is worth investigating.
One can only spend so many days hunched over a desk before it begins to take its toll. A spot of vigorous exploration is exactly what I needed.
That is so Graha. And the fact that he's no longer physically tied to the tower probably makes him giddy.
Yes.
Well, let's start with Graha because we'll need him to tank.
Yeah.
And they are recommending, for me, Y'shtola and Arianje,
Yep.
which seems pretty good. I hate leaving Estinian behind, but 2 Lancers does not necessarily make the best of parties. What are you looking at?
Checking what they say. Use pretty much their standards. And sadly, that means we can't get a my turn!
Right then. I stand ever ready.
Victory will be ours.
Okay, we set...
You're not taking Estinian in?
This is the setup they recommended for me.
Okay. Then let's do this.
They defaulted to Y'shtola for me.
They might default to Estinian if you bring in a caster.
Yeah.
I'm so excited!
Not as excited as Graha.
I know. The fanboy must fanboy. Well, it did lead us to an island.
I'll take your word for it.
And there's the magic seal.
There we go. Steering. Interesting theme.
Waiting for you to come in.
And that large scroll fits conveniently in my back pocket.
Everything fits conveniently in your back pocket. You know how many corpses we've carried in our back pocket by this point in the game?
I'd rather not think about that.
Or sacks of giant midras.
Yes. Okay.
Ready?
Mostly. And to be languorous, and Graha's ready. He just leapt right in.
The Titans know what they're doing. They're kind of gutsy about it.
There's a little bit of remembering how to bard going on here.
Yeah, I'm not having that problem with Dragoon because I'm still...
Yeah.
But man, this is looking really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I've been poking a little on op-cams of the old dungeons that they've retweaked.
You were saying and showing.
And yeah, Tamtari feels like almost a completely different dungeon. Ooh, that was nasty. What are these fellows?
The, Kutrubi?
Yeah, Kutrubs.
Yeah.
But they've definitely gone in and tweaked with the lighting and the set design, and they put more
Yes.
objects in for certain places, but other places feel more barren. It's really kind of bizarre.
Hold still.
They're definitely mummies of some sort. Now, they're based off of one of the critters we've had in the game in a while for skeleton structure.
Now, just fading out. Yeah, you were well ahead of me.
Oh, sorry.
I just now got to the bridge being created. I was looking around a little bit earlier. Because I was trying to take a look at one of the little train things at the side of the road.
That makes sense.
What? Okay, what did they do to my bar? I now have 2 pitch perfects.
I believe a lot of the classes got items that update to try and get rid of things like my high jump, when it is Mirage Dive ready, will flip to Mirage Dive. Unfortunately, my muscle memory is not helping with that. I should probably ditch that and see if I can force my muscle memory to be more happy.
Yeah, but that's... I don't... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's Apex Arrow. Why did Apex Arrow switch over?
Whoops. Did not expect that encounter. Sorry, I'm a little ahead of you, and guys tried to jump me.
Yeah, you're definitely ahead of me. Okay. More of the mummies.
Yeah.
I just tripped that encounter. So you're not that far ahead, actually.
See if I can get a better look at these guys. Yeah, those are mummies.
Now, at one point, I caught a glimpse of an effect that was in the style of, you know, how the blasphemies disintegrate as opposed to a normal etheric creature.
I did not see that.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it again. And it's not from when they die or anything, they just kind of sit there and then fade away.
Ooh, another bridge.
The waterfall?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, hello.
Ain't he colorful?
And Pajam.
Okay, Mr. Ambujam, just to be sure, you're not related to Ultras, okay?
Why do I feel like it's going to be Ultros trying to be a red mage?
Well, as long as he's not trying to be a pervert.
Okay, fair enough.
That was my worry with it being Ultras. My, what a dense aether this creature has. Tis a rare breed of jellyfish. One with a sting, I imagine.
It's a jellyfish. There's only one jellyfish in the world that does not have a sting.
Yeah, well.
So, Urion J, you need to work on that. Ready?
Yeah. Go get a bra. Thank you.
tentacle.
Anyone get the number of that
dig.
bleed?
Yow!
Oh,
Something special for you.
huh.
We've got 2 tentacle digs going on.
Yeah. Uh-oh. And I'm about to kill, but how they figured that out, I don't know. Oh, jeez. Come on. And got myself.
I got hit too, so.
One.
Big wave. Stola's not looking very good.
That's not good.
Something special for you.
Oh.
Yeah, my muscle memory is failing me on my jump and Mirage dive. Okay. How you doing there?
Close. Okay. I think I'm starting to see that. There we go.
Nice.
What do we get?
I got a Dabar Surplus of Scouting,
Offending.
which is effectively a fez. A very nice looking fez,
575.
but it's a fez.
Yeah.
Oh my! The salt encrusted teleporter.
Just was busy looking at other things. Yeah, okay. Sure you guys want to trust this? I mean, it's going to water.
Sorry, kitten. We left your swimsuit back in Costa del Sol.
More than that, I got wet. You
Poor kitty
horrible
got
way
wet.
to travel. Glyph of passage detected, confirming bearer's identity. Well, this is looking nice. Full room behind this grate that you can't go through.
That was a really big shark. Holy moly, that was like almost a
The
Bismarck.
aquarium?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's not an aquarium, it opens to the open
Yeah, I
sea if you look up.
Yeah, just went through.
And there it is again. Yeah, that is a big shark.
And the odds of us not fighting him later in the dungeon are...
I'm not gonna bet on those odds.
And Graha goes and springs everything.
Graha, I've got a shark on me. Can you do something about it?
Here. That's what they're doing. Okay, I think I see it now. I'll have to check that in a minute when I get to it. I think they're turning the Wonders Minuet button into the Pitch Perfect button.
Ah.
Ring
Bracelet?
of Aiming.
Bracelet of aiming.
575, and I'm on 570 with Limbo. Or sorry, Limbo is 580, but my secondary is Moonward.
We just had something trigger that is like, I don't recognize you. You're a thief. And it's a gate summoning reinforcement.
Yeah. Unrecognized ethereal signature. Brazen thief, you will proceed no further. Yeah, lovely. Yes, Race. Because he's going to continuously call them until it's down. Yeah, it's the song.
Hold still.
Yeah, it looks like the seawater is Ooh. Oh. If you go, once you're done fighting, if you go
Yeah,
to the
I'm
east
over here.
window,
Give me a minute.
oh, that is a huge orange fish. Hello.
Okay, now east window.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's one of the critters out of the Aniters.
which one? The one that's hanging there?
The one that's just sitting there and floating, yeah.
Okay, the one that's hanging there, as opposed to the big sea serpent that went through.
That was an oarfish. That is a legit real animal in the world. In the actual real world.
Yes. And this other thing, based off of something prehistoric?
Kinda sort of fantasy dino thing. But those were the only time we've ever seen them is in the Academia Niter.
Can't say I remember it. I tend not to really remember most of either a night or...
Wonder why? They're actually neat dungeons.
Yeah, but they just don't stick in my head. Every time I go in there, it's pretty much a brand new experience.
Well, you haven't been into either of them very often.
3 or 4 times each, yes. Maybe 2, one of them. Are you fighting something?
Yeah.
I will not hold back.
Still okay, there's the warfish again. And there's like a manta ray hanging at this next window. A little ways off. And if you go to the window at the end of the T corridor that you would have already gone through, there's something that looks a bit like a manta ray, at least to me, at this distance, hanging off in something of the distance.
Actually, yeah, there is a manta ray, but there's also a crab. It's a small shell crab that's really big with a freaking crown on it.
Huh, I did not see that.
I'm circling it with my cursor.
Okay, off on the other side, kind of figured.
But yeah, it's a giant small shell crab with a crown.
So take a look at a moment.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Once we're in feeding time.
Given that he's still a crab, it's obviously not a super crown.
And it's not Dark Helmet.
No.
For those who don't know, they're
Where? You went on ahead. I don't see this crab.
He's kind of hidden in the fact. Up there he is. Clawtrap Alzadar the
Also,
14th.
there's something else in here. Something kind of big and fishy. Kind of I can't think of the name, but it's not really like what I'm thinking of either.
And he's gold. He's a golden crab, and his name is Clawtrap Alzadar the 14th.
Locating denizens, opening portal.
And his radiant crabs.
But of course. Oh, okay, yeah. Part of the fight, which I just now got to.
Okay, that was silly.
Yeah, I did not see him out the window at all.
Here goes the oarfish. Nothing on the side. Waiting for you to finish combat.
Yeah. Now that's what I'm trying to think of.
Wow, my mic sensitivity is going off. I'll go see if I can close the door to the living room so the guys can continue talking.
Okay. More coral. And little fishies.
All the little fishies?
All the little fishies I don't get to eat.
No, you don't get to eat those fishies. Maybe next time we come here you can eat the fishies.
Maybe.
Come on! Through the door! We have another Oh, what the heck is that?
Yeah, mechanical. You ready?
Armored chariot.
But it's not a shiny chariot. I'm really quite serious about this consulting role of yours. The key guardians appear mechanical in nature. Please remember to heal whilst you take notes. Yeah, because the line ahead of that I'd missed was Urianjay going, I must needs memorize these defenses. And your soul is just, you are really quite serious about this consulting role of yours.
And there's that shark out the west window. Bye, shark!
You ready?
And out the east window, we do have the
Yeah.
oarfish, but those are octopus tentacles.
You can also see his central head bobbing up and down.
Oh god, it's not an octopus. It's a kraken.
Pretty much.
Okay, let's do this.
Yep, there goes the oarfish. Okay.
Together we shall overcome this.
And it summoned a claw.
2, 4. One in each corner. And watch
And
those
they're
shields. Ah, okay, that's not a shield. That's a targeting mechanism. Time to move!
Something special for you.
Diffusion ray. That sounds bad.
Ow.
Heal
That
check.
was a hit. Oh boy.
Oh, jeez. This is only
That
going to
was
get
a
more
heck of a
complicated.
threat. Yes,
Yes.
it
I
will.
will not hold back.
I'm watching them. Round 3 coming up.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Know your positional.
Hold still.
Round 4. That doesn't look safe, Yustola. Yeah. Told you.
Did you build?
No, she moved at the last second. She was all a black mage moves when she wants to, neither before nor after.
Hold still.
You tell him around, Jay. Oh god, it's this one again.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Ouch!
You okay?
I will not.
Judge that one slightly. It left quite a burn. Yes, yes, I can.
I will not hold back.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Dang it.
No, you're good.
Your greed will be your undoing. Yeah, but I got clipped. Attack routines, behavioral patterns. There's much to report. I only hope the Lawfords do not misinterpret the data.
Oh boy.
Thigh boots of aiming.
Nice. Thigh boots of healing.
Okay. Yeah, we might see some of this again whenever we face the bigger cheese. Thanks,
I-
Rayonjay.
Don't want to face the bigger cheese.
assume we've reached the vault's inner chambers then.
Mountain of gold to dazzle the eyes. Noted.
Didn't get that one.
That was J.
Obviously. Yeah, the one I got was Pistola saying, I assume we've reached the vault's inner chambers then.
Yeah, gold as far as the eye can see. And he's a new boss type, or mob type. Aldazar's Acrolith.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold. Nothing looking especially otherworldly, though. I am. Nice. Mystic weapon. Alzadal's Acrolith. Secure the treasure, slay the looters.
And there's a new door.
Yeah, I'm well behind you.
J. Secret doors, hidden paths, more elements to consider. Graha. Ere long, you shall be a vulnerable vault expert.
You know, J, if you're really going to seriously get into this, I should introduce you to Gary.
Gary.
Gygax.
We shall see. We shall see.
Treasure coffer? Materia 9.
Yeah, well, not everything can be 10s.
Oh, here comes another Arculif.
And on his... Nope, nope, nope! We've got mimics!
Whatever you do, J, do not imitate that element.
Please! For the love of Heidelin, no!
Oh.
Hold still. We shall overcome this.
Oh, yeah, okay, they're mimics. Yikes! Ow, 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 ow.
You okay there?
It took a while for Graha to pick them up.
Ow! Man, there's like... I feel like we're raiding Tutankhamun's tomb or something.
Yes. But you see, wondrous things.
Yeah.
So, like I said, so far nothing that looks explicitly otherworldly.
Technically, the Aeroliths are the closest, and of course that one Guardian, but that can mean nothing.
Yeah.
They could have just as easily been magic tier.
Yep.
It's just a different design style than we're used to.
And considering this is Favnair, different design style would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mystic weapon.
Now,
Really?
those we're normally used to seeing on the first.
Yeah.
Hold still.
Maybe?
Because they were a relic of, Not Ronka, but the Elven Empire, I believe? Ooh, Cine.
Probably.
What do we have? Ah, there's another gate. Well then. He's definitely Favnir. I shall wait for you.
Please do.
You're not that far behind.
City. My. Epic who? Yeah, this could count as otherworldly.
He looks very Thavnary. Though I have to admit that that apparatus behind him.
Pi 89. Mapping the realm.
Yeah.
Elder's legacy.
That... It looks like a Thavnarian alchemist version of some sort of teleport gate.
Maybe, do note the ribbons.
Yeah.
And, of course, his ribbons.
Yeah.
So his are actually different colors. He's got blue and there's no blues in that mechanism.
There is one blue in the mechanism, but it's a different shade of blue.
True.
It's a dark blue as
Central-
opposed to a bright blue.
Yeah, okay, there's that's the third. Yep, okay.
Are we ready?
Ah,
You're still
an ether-imbued silk. No mere adornments, then.
Yeah.
We knew that. You ready for this?
No, but we're doing it anyway.
Right. I'm also suspicious of all these folds. Warning, this fold is under my protection. Failure to withdraw will invite chastisement. Yeah, be wary of the hole.
Ow!
Told ya.
That wasn't the holes.
Okay, sorry.
I will not hold back.
Spin and fumble, stumble and fall. Oh dear.
Oh
Control your
god!
direction to avoid the spikes. No! Ow, 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 ow. Come on.
That hurt.
That hurt.
And my
I
joystick
don't
did.
understand how
I died. I have to
I'm about
restart.
to. Your Stola just saved me.
New boss. What can we say? Yeah, it did not want to register my thumbstick properly. I might have to go to Watsy. Or Watsy.
Oh dear.
That was painful.
It
Incredibly.
was very painful. It very nearly got me.
I got stuck on the spikes and couldn't get out because it wouldn't let me.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, how did you purse that one?
Is this going to be a return of a thing where I spend all my time on this boss and you clear it with no problem?
No.
And then you
Willful trespass confirmed. You have chosen death.
No, I've not chosen death.
Oh boy. Ow, 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 ow. Come on, I don't understand how you're supposed to control it. Ow, 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 ow. I don't understand. I'm only surviving because I'm getting very lucky and I may not survive this.
You can do it.
only by luck, because I don't understand it.
On, off the spikes, off the spikes. Oh my god, I lived.
Let me guess. Yellow? Yellow. Okay, so I figured out that part. Okay, wait, I'm gonna take Buster.
Allow me.
Ooh, that was nasty.
And greens. I don't have to go through a third round of that, because I don't understand it.
Going to die here. Yeah, I'm dead. Yep.
You did it. I made it purely by luck.
Yeah, this is not good. I
Have you
really,
figured out the direction control yet?
I thought I did, but apparently I didn't because I died it again.
Yeah, that's my story for the second time it hit me. I'm going, oh, yeah, at the end of the first one, I was going, okay, I think I understand this, and then I was just completely unable to do anything the second round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not liking my thumbstick because I get pinned against a wall and then I just sit there and spin on the spikes.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, take 2.
3, don't you... aren't you?
Hush you! The first one didn't count.
Can't go up the stairs.
I will not hold back.
A fitting sentinel. Yes, thank you, Ryanji. Just give the delivery to me, I guess.
Sorry, I'm taking a while.
Yep. Then I get what is this place? We found all the treasure now.
I'll be there in a
Yeah.
minute.
Yep. Let's see what you're doing.
I'm dead! That's what I'm doing!
No dying. Get husbando to adjust. Now the chords I assume you've figured out.
Yeah.
Figured that out during the second go with them, I think. Maybe the third. Oh, really? I don't remember seeing a stack mechanic. Yeah, good luck. Nicely done. How are you doing that?
Oh, I'm in trouble now.
Uh-oh. No!
Come on! Come on, Pot! Heal me!
Here you go.
Well, I never got the second round of the weeds, so...
Yeah.
Ow!
And you gotta be wary on that because he tends to follow up with the whirlwind.
Ryanji's got me. You know what?
Limit break?
Eat limit break!
Yeah. I burned mine at the right moment. It was like the next strike after the limit break. Yeah, you've got...
Oh no! Yes! Finally! Hello, Octi! We just finished the new dungeon. At least round 3 for me.
Sorry.
I thought I had it figured out, and then I couldn't get back, and oh boy.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if you had it figured out, which I don't. It's just, I think some of it, which is, I think, part of the problem I was having, is the control you get to do over your direction goes away at the end of it. So with whatever you've done through like the first 2/3 is the direction you end up stuck with.
Reach is
Before you get right
offending.
into that AoE. Too far away. You can't go up those stairs, sadly.
Nah.
Doublet of striking. The map unfolds orchestration roll.
Oh, nice. I missed what Angie was saying. Sorry, husbando. Can you repeat that?
There's one of the things I was mentioning.
You're not going to
earlier.
repeat that. Okay.
A fitting sentinel.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
What is this place? A hidden room within a hidden vault. So we found all the treasure within, right?
Ishtola?
Found all the treasure then.
There we go.
Ishtola is saying, what is this place? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that thing in the back, which looks like a special, Alembeck.
Yeah.
Hitting the exit?
Yes, anytime. Presumably. Oh, that is exciting.
But we did it! Yeah, that is a heck of an Alembeck.
What have we here?
And there's smaller ones off in the corners.
'Tis not unlike a Hunnish alchemical furnace in design.
Well, there is one way we might find out.
Let's take a look.
Stop! You mustn't touch it.
Oh ho! What are you doing here,
Vashan?
Vashan?
Well, you'd know.
Vritra! Oh, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret. Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our union. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
No, we were actually hoping to return this all to Razatan.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth. Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
Oh dear.
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
Oh dear, what is he sealing?
Wasn't going to touch it, but,
you know you stole off. Sealing
That's
away
mean.
what, exactly? I'm not gonna blame
Yeah.
Y'shtola. We came here of our own accord.
Perhaps I should simply show you.
No. A description will suffice. No, really, you don't have to let it out just to demonstrate. I mean it.
I'm sure he has everything under control.
I hope so. Oh, yeah,
It's a void
portal
gate!
to the. It's a portal. He went to another world. The 13th.
Yeah, a void gate.
Oh,
Oh, that smile!
I have lifted the seal, if only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
More hints that maybe we will do something with the 13th in the future.
Alzar's legacy feature has been added to the Unending Codex.
Yeah, and Alzadal's legacy objective fulfilled. Right, okay.
Vashon?
Who first? Okay, Vashon. I expect you have more questions.
Oh boy, howdy!
And put that lid back on.
Yeah, we don't want anything creeping out of there. Y'shtola?
Stinian? Oh, okay, you're still.
I came here in search of something that might further my research. I did not anticipate a fully functioning void gate.
Yeah. Can such a tiny portal truly be so dangerous?
Oh, you have no clue.
No idea.
We dealt with planar fissures like that before. It was not pretty. Alright, Anjay?
Even in the learned halls of Rylea, 'tis forbidden to throw wide the gates to the abyss. The peril is far too great. Yeah, I bet it is. Void gates and fissures are much the same thing in practice, in the sense that both allow passage between the source and the 13th. The difference in terminology refers to the circumstances of their creation. A fissure is an incidental tear in the fabric between worlds, whereas a void gate is a product of deliberate action. I suspect this is the latter, judging by the elaborate mechanism put in place to control it. To think that our search for material riches would lead to this priceless discovery. That swirling emptiness puts me in mind of old friends, not to mention old foes. Yeah.
Checking with Grahhagen.
Yep. Perhaps I might linger a touch longer.
No, you're staying with the group. Deal with it.
Don't worry, just go on without him. He'll follow before long. Everyone seems to be the same, so Y'shtola. A brother's grief. Y'shtola is apprising the Void Gate with a scholarly eye.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory. An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Mericidia.
Uh-huh.
The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities.
The Warring Triad.
Yep. All this we
In
know.
response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void.
Yeah, we dealt with her.
Thus bolstered by icons on one side and Void Scent on the other, the two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet you speak as
Yeah.
one who witnessed it happen.
Probably because he did.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land.
Oh. Oh.
Along with my sibling.
You've been
That's
saying?
Yeah, the missing sister.
We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Ashdaya cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced
Oh
with an
dear.
unwinnable war of attrition, Ashdaya risked her all on a final gamble.
She went through the gate, didn't she?
She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength. I tried to follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her. And Ashdaya has been lost to us ever since.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
That does not surprise me. To Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Ashdaya. Until I could search no more. Until Alag was dust, and the art to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before Radzat was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure. It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn. Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, but Ashdaya's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used a simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of void scent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed. 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Radzat and abandoning your sister. You chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy siblings scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
Thoughts?
I remember when Nero turned purple.
Yeah.
Because he did. He so turned purple. And I thought we'd lost him.
Turned purple? Well, yes. His wounds had allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether. Had it been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Ashdaya.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities. The scales of the first brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome. Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late.
But time doesn't exist in the void.
At least not as we
And now
understand
countless
it.
others look to me for guidance and protection. So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
I think we need to have him talk to Uno Kalhai.
The first brood has been added to the Unending Codex. Aether has been added to the Unending Codex. Also, here's a question.
Hmm?
Well, there are various planar fissures. So far as we know, they all go to the 13th.
Because the 13th and the 1st are the two easiest for the swords to get to. They're pretty much right next to each other. Or right next door.
Yeah. Still, we don't know of any planar fissures to the 1st either.
This is true. But then again, we've never seen a light planar fissure.
Well, that's the thing, is I'm thinking that the reason why we only get planar fissures to the 13th is because the 13th has fallen completely to Shadow.
That is very possible.
Of course, should have rejoined and failed.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the side effects of it not doing it.
Possible.
That said, it's possible that maybe there are fissures to all of the reflections. It's just ones from the 13th are the most easily noticeable and identifiable.
Yeah.
Because they're the only ones that are strongly elementally charged.
This is true. Anyway, let's start with Astinian.
I wondered how one of the first brood could simply vanish and leave no trace of her passage. Now I have my answer.
Well, we now know where she is, kind of.
Yeah. We've narrowed it down to one world. Goody.
Oranje?
Raitra's grave for a lost sibling will be no mystery to Astinian. His hath been a life entwined with sorrow, even before he became host to Nidhogg's essence. Excuse me. Bacon.
Bacon. Graha?
The 13th. What chaos must consume that world? Oh yeah.
Rashawn?
Millennia have passed since last I saw her, but I see Adaja in memory still, clear and vivid.
As dragons are wont. Stola.
Now, for the moment, hold on to that memory. It might actually be helpful in the future.
Mm-hmm. So they managed not only to expand the fissure, but also manipulate it as one might a gate. Astonishing. Is there any chance I could learn more of how this feat was accomplished?
I will tell you what I can. First, however, I must return to the High Crucible and arrange to replace the guardians you so handily destroyed. It will not do to leave the gate undefended.
Fair enough. Sorry. My apologies. Were we perhaps a touch zealous in our rush to uncover the vault's secrets? If the construct can be repaired, we would be happy to offer our assistance.
That will not be necessary. Much as I retain spare vessels for myself, we keep duplicate guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Razdatan. Yeah, we're hardly the first ones to get at least some ways into the ruins, I'm sure. You might be the first one to actually get through the final guardian, but
yeah,
I'm sure
but
the rest of it people have been too.
We kind of did a number on the place. Sorry. We thought this was abandoned.
Yep.
Back to the High Crucible.
And hi Doodles.
Unfortunately, we'll probably have to get to Thafnir and then call it there because they are going to kick us out sharply at 11, and we're in different instances, aren't we?
Oh dear. I'm in 2.
I'm in 1. I guess I'll see you at Razatan.
Maybe?
Because otherwise we have to go to a Aetherite and tell it what instance.
Right.
So I'm just gonna head straight there.
Uh-huh.
On my fairy Gweeber from the first. Should I mention this to Rita? He might be... Yeah, this might cause problems. Maybe I shouldn't say anything to Vitra.
Oh dear. So, Doodles. This morning,
Yes.
Anime Expo released their list of who will be in the Artist Alley this year. And while a lot of the names are pretty straightforward, some of them are... like, any Erdbird Simps in the chat. Emmett Silk's Cheesy Kupu Nut Taco Shop. Grahatia's LA Honeymoon. Grahatia's Voluptuous Buns. And my personal favorite, yeah. Still crying over FF14 Endwalker. Yeah.
I really need to get that animation done. I've got it partially done. It's like a third of it's done. I'm working on one of the bigger scenes. Unfortunately, my back... I'm going to Razatan 1.
Okay. I'll be there someday.
So should I just meet you at the bar?
Possibly. There we go.
You're almost here, so... But yeah, I remember the last in-person Crunchyroll Expo we did, and the amount of Ardbert and Emmett Silk love pillows. Oh, and Crystal Grandpa. Lots of Crystal Grandpa.
Darn straight.
But no Urianger. I did find an Urianger keychain, though, and I bought it.
Yes.
Because husbando.
And it is excellent.
Yes, I have it sitting on my tablet. And unfortunately, the person didn't have business cards because I kind of showed it off. I'm involved in a Discord that's all Ellison all the time. And they're like, please, tell me they have more! Who is this person? I don't know. They did not have business cards that I could scan and send you. And the entire chat was like, no! Because it is a beautiful piece of Urianger.
Yes, it is. So, time to call it a night before Square Enix does it for us?
Pretty much. Emergency maintenance. Not sure what they're fixing, but I'm sure they found bugs.
Oh, yeah.
It was only a matter of time.
Sometimes always bugs. Buggy bugs.
Buggy bugs? Buggy bugs? Buggy bugs. And that's an obscure reference that no one will get.
Most likely.
I feel like some meat. That was an adventure. I think I'm still dizzy.
Yes. Wow. I'm amazed I somehow managed to survive the spikes. Because I got myself pretty well stabbed.
You did great. I was the one who was the fail bot. So anytime you're complaining you don't get a boss...
I don't get that boss. I got lucky. Anime Expo 2020 time skip.
Yes.
Yes.
In any case, we'll go ahead and call it early because they want us off for maintenance. Yep, there's the maintenance of we're shutting down the servers. So we will see you on Friday to do the follow-up to this chain. You guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you Friday starting at 10 p.m. Pacific. Night all.
Yeah, everyone have a great night. Good to see you guys.